Today on the Optimus channel, it's opening day of upland bird season. And Indy's on his first hunt. Find him.
If you would have asked me years ago when my buddy Gene talked me into turkey hunting with him, if I'd be an adult onset hunter with a YouTube channel, I'd have told you were nuts. So now, here we are, years later. I've got my new pup that I'm taking out pheasant hunting, and he and I are going to try to figure this out together.
He flushed his first partridge. Me, more worried about the dog than I am my own self. Didn't put a shell in the chamber. Good job.
After taking him to a couple of private properties, I took him down here along the Pemigewasset River in New Hampshire, where New Hampshire Fish and Game stocks pheasants for us. And I thought overall he did a really good job. He followed commands. You know, he gets out into the thick stuff. Kind of gets into the thick stuff. I really needed him to get into really thick stuff, and he didn't want to do that. So we've got to figure that out still, he and I together, but we'll work on it. You know, here's a spot over here where you can see he kind of gets underneath some cover, and I'm willing to bet you that he was dealing with some smells. Maybe there was a bird in there at one point, and was trying to figure all this stuff out. And then later on, down here along the river, he marks those shots that were across the river, and that's good. I mean, the guy's doing everything I need him to do, short of me getting him on a bird. End of the day here, he was tired, and I said, that's enough.
He's tired. All right, it's day 2. I got my man here, our buddy Joe. We're out on Joe's first day, Indy's second day, my second day. So we're gonna see how we do here. We're down along the Pemigewasset River here in the flood control area, and we're gonna see if we can get on some birds before the dog gets tired.
So on the second day, we're trying to learn the dog's body language and see what he can tell us. Like in this particular instance, it's pretty clear what his body language is telling us, right? Then later on, I'm concerned that I don't want to get Joe killed out here in the thick stuff on his first day.
Okay. And
later on, we get working here, and we're in an area where it's pretty hammered. There's a lot of traffic in there. We know that this is a stock area, like I said earlier. You guys will notice there's a big bush here to my right, and no sooner do I hit stop on the GoPro and stop recording right here that the dog flushed a pheasant out of there. So that's what I get for not recording. Being out of position, I didn't get a shot off on either. We headed up to Coolidge Woods to try to get him on some birds up that way.
Gene's showing me where to take the dog, and we got out, or we didn't get out yet. We were just walking, and there was a bird in the road, so we let the dog out of the truck.
I was walking behind you and the dog was out in front of you. I'm trying to get my phone on video so I can film you and the dog and the bird going up, and I finally hit video and the bird already flew.
And you know, like an idiot, I didn't think to bring the GoPro. I'm like, let's get the dog on the freaking pheasant that's in the middle of the road, just so he knows. So he chased him, he chased her in, and then he flushed her again and flushed her back towards Gene. So, you know,
it was good. It was good for the dog.
Bad for us, we didn't have shotguns.
I don't want to do that for.
At this point, I've figured out that if the dog is glued to me, he's not getting any scent. If he's getting kind of keyed up and excited, like he doubles back here, then I can kind of think that he's probably on something.
Yeah, what's this?
What's all this? Hunt him up. Hunt him up. That's what you'll find him. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Let's go. Hunt him up. Hunt him up.
So if he's birdie, then we're in a good area. And if he's glued to me, it's one of two things. He's tired or there's no scent. At least we figured that much out so far.
All right, it's Indy's 5th day. We're back in Samberton for our first go through this morning. Got Tom with me. He hasn't been out yet, so that's a treat. Get Tom out with me. But so far, he's been good to us. Makes me think, like I said a little bit ago, if he's glued to me, he's not getting anything. So we're gonna see if we can get him on something. So Tom and I just ran into some guys that had a pheasant, and that was fun because he let Indy smell it and play with it. He got very excited, so now we just gotta see if I can get him to go do something.
So I took him out, found 3 separate spots where pheasants had been, and found piles of feathers and fairly thick stuff. And I knew we were getting close, and he was really starting to figure it out. It was just a matter of time, and sure enough, we were out with Joe and Tom, and he was able to flush one.
We got one!
Man, I'm bleeding to death.
Me too. We just come through the nastiest, thickest shit we've ever come through. Tom's got a pouch you can put it in. We were walking through really thick stuff, and coming back, we were gonna kind of double back to the road here, and Indy, I didn't even hit the record button. Indy flushed one, and the 3 of us had walked by it. It wasn't 4 feet off the path. He flushed it, Joe shot it, and Indy got on it. We went busting through the thickest shit there was, and Indy got him, found him again. He was still alive, and we were able to get the bird and get him in the pack. So he broke the ice. Thanks for tuning into the Artemis channel. We'll see you guys next time. Hit that subscribe button. Give us some likes. Give us some likes for the dog, man. Huh? Put some likes out there for the dog. Let's go.